For years, the Saik'uz and Stellat'en First Nations have tried to make Rio Tinto and the governments acknowledge the devastating impacts of the Kenney Dam on the Nechako River and its fisheries in northwest British Columbia. On Friday, a BC Supreme Court decision stated the Kenney Dam has altered the natural flow of the river and contributed to the substantial decline of sockeye salmon and the nearly extinct Nechako white sturgeon. Jackie Thomas is the named plaintiff and was Saik'uz chief counselor at the time the case was brought against Rio Tinto Alcan in 2011. She is pleased with the decision.
That dam has had a major impact on those fish in our river, yes. That was very important. We don't have to argue about it anymore and spend energy on that question.
In 1952, the Kenney Dam was built by Alcan to power aluminum smelter in Kitimat. The large rock-filled Nechako reservoir diverts water to Rio Tinto's power station in Kimano. Thomas said as the company filled the dam, there was no flow to the Nechako River.
There was actually no water for a number of years. There was no Nechako River. Everything was filling the reservoir for, I think it took 2.5 or 3 years to fill.
The nations were also seeking an order to have Rio Tinto restore the original flow to the Nechako River, which was not granted in this decision. In an email statement to APTN News, a Rio Tinto spokesperson said they are committed to working with First Nations, governments, and stakeholders. Rio Tinto remains fully committed to working with Saik'uz, Stellat'en nations, and other First Nations in the watershed to build a mutually beneficial, respectful, transparent relationship in the spirit of reconciliation. Improving the health of the Nechako River is a goal we all share, and we are actively engaged with First Nation communities on this priority. In the ruling, the judge ruled that Rio Tinto was not legally responsible, since the dam was authorized by Canada and the BC governments. The court added, both governments have an obligation to protect the nation's Aboriginal right to fish and work in good faith to address the harms. We contacted both the federal and provincial governments, but did not hear back before airtime. Jackie Thomas says, the decision has helped in land and title claims in some areas, but there is more work that needs to be done.
This is only one legal file that we hold, that we're holding, but we have been focused on reconciliation and settling the land question, and this will provide some relief for that, but it also asks more questions. It will bring the provincial and federal governments to us and help and deal with this.
The nations will be reviewing the court decision in coming weeks and deciding their next steps. Lee Wilson, APTN National News, Kitimat.